Reading module for general category. Reading format. There are total 40 questions which you have to do in 60 minutes time. 1 mark each question, no negative marking. Challenges in reading section. Time given is 2500 words reading you have to do for the different passages given. There are total almost 5 passages, so the number of words count is 2500 words. Along with 40 questions you have to read, that is in 60 minutes time, and that with an accuracy of answer is required. So this is the biggest challenge, that is the accuracy of the answer is required in 60 minutes time. It is like a vocabulary test, so awareness must be there for paraphrasing and synonyms. Don't expect to understand every word of the passage. Don't get nervous. Some questions will be confusing or tough, so don't spend much time on those questions. All answers must be written in capital or uppercase in paper-based test. If you are taking for paper-based test, then you should write in uppercase. Sequence of questions always coincides with the order of the information given in the text. That is, the sequence of questions which comes in the question series is, and the informations in the passage, or that is the answers, are in the sequence. Mind the spelling of the words, as it is very important. If you misspell a word in the answer, it will be considered wrong, so you will lose point. So spelling error, you must be very conscious about it. Tips to follow for reading practice. It is highly important to read a lot when you prepare for the test. It will help you improve your reading speed. Moreover, reading would be very helpful in expanding your vocabulary. You can read anything, but make sure that you read in English. It would be recommended to choose something that you are interested in. This way, it will be easier for you to read every day. Set a timer for reading practice of passage. Use smartphone timer. Practice fast reading along with annotation. So what is annotations? We will be discussing further. Next come general reading passages. 3 sections are there with 1 to 2 passages in section 1, 2 to 3 passages in section 2, and 1 passage in section 3. So total usually 5 passages are there. Passages of section 1 are social survival related. Section 2 are workplace related, and section 3 is academic, that is research based related. There are about 10 to 14 questions for each section, and you have 60 minutes time to answer them all. Time management, approximately 20 minutes time for each section you must allot. Task type, that is question types, are MCQs, identifying information, that is true, false, not given, identifying writer's claim or opinion, yes, no, or not given, matching, that is information features heading. These are the 3 types of matching questions. Then completion types, sentence completion, summary, note completion, flowchart, table, diagram, and short answers type. So these are of the band score for general category. So for correct answers and band scores, if there are 40 correct answers, you score 9. If it is 39, then you score 8.5. 37 to 38, it is 8. Again 36, it is 7.5. Again 34 to 35, it is 7. And after that, there is 0.5 difference. Okay. So you must remember that for general category 40, it is 9, and for 39 correct answers, it is 8.5. Again for 8, the range given is 37 to 38. It is not one digit. Okay. So this is about the band score. Now come to the next one. Pick up source of text of passages, where you should read, what you should read. So you can pick up the journals which are related to the topics like environmental perspective, socio-cultural perspective, health and education, historical perspective. Articles website, That is the websites you can pick up or the magazines you can pick up. Times. This American publications covers all the latest event in USA and the world. New Scientist is another website. New Scientist is another magazine, the latest news and discussions from any fields of science. The Economist, it is a news magazine publishing events from the spheres of economy, politics, international relations, finance. National Geography, it is a magazine that about the surroundings world related to articles about nature, travel, adventure and scientific news. The History Today, this British edition allows you to plunge into the history and look at some events. Wired, a magazine about computer technologies and their impact on the modern world. So reading strategy, skimming. This type is also called speed reading. Okay. So when you skim read this text, you don't want to understand the text completely. You read it to get the main idea. That is, you quickly move the eyeballs as we read the newspapers. It is not necessary to read every word and sentence. You may read the title, the first sentence of the paragraph, few lines in between, and the last sentence of the paragraph. Usually it's enough to understand the main idea. So this is the skimming technique. However, you will not apply skimming technique entirely. So what next? Scanning. The next reading method is scanning. Again, here you don't have to read every word and phrases. You scan the text in order to find the information you need. That is some numbers, names and dates. Usually we look for the answers to the questions, that is we scan the words, but before scanning the text you must read the question properly to be well aware of the informations you will read to find. Now detailed reading. This technique means that you read the text carefully in order to understand every detail using annotations. But you may not need this method for all question types in the reading sections. This method is very useful for such questions as true, false, not given or yes or not. But if you are following annotations even for the different questions, it is useful, but it is little time taking. Okay, so you can apply for the other questions also, question types also, but it is time taking. However, if you follow annotation, surely you get the correct answer. Now, what is annotation? Marking the keyword in the passage and the question statement. This is visualization process. So first you read the question and mark the keywords, and then the same keywords you mark in the passage. Order of priority of keywords in the question statement should be noticed, following the rules like for nouns square bracket, for numbers circles, and for trends, opinion and facts underlines. So you can mark it only if you are taking it in paper based. Otherwise you can highlight it in computer based exams. Okay. So that's all.